time to start our class for tonight. So first I would like you to say thank you for joining me for this 45 minutes of pure flexibility. So today we'll explore flexibility into the body. So we'll start to coordinate the breathing, we'll coordinate the upper body, the lower body. But tonight, for the quick pose we'll have for tonight on the split, we're working the body throughout the split. So looking a little bit more into hamstrings, into the area on your hips, into the back, and we'll approach the shoulders. So when we are ready, I would like to start the class here into on the top of your mat. So walk your body back on the front of your mat. And I'll just start straight away to get this practice into the fourfold. So just bend the legs and release the hands down. Just bend the knees and release it here, leave the head down. Maybe moving the body back and forward a few times. So we'll start to explore. This practice is not particularly one style, it's just a combination between yin yoga, between some hatha yoga. We'll have, of course, we'll navigate into our poses, seeing what we know. But we'll explore and we'll get a little bit more organic in this practice. Take a moment, we'll hold a little bit more longer poses to create that connection with the muscles. If the practice will feel a little bit difficult for you, I would like you to take it easy, taking a variation, of course, if you wish. But what is very important is for this practice to remain with your body in connection and don't push if you feel sharp sensation into your joints, into your hips. But if you're feeling in the flush, no worry, that's all right. Now, see if you can place your hands on your shin. Start to lengthen in the crown of the head. The legs still stay bent. And exhale, fourfold. Let's find the elbows this time. Leave the head down. And moving here, the body to one side to another. Just moving, creating space. Stay with your breathing. And just moving to one side to another. When you're moving this time, moving in that way, you're feeling your body moving all the way to one side, all the way to another. Relaxing here, leave the head down, maybe moving the head. Beautiful. Let's place the hands back on the mat. See if you can place the fingers. If the fingers doesn't reach the mat, bend the knees. If you bend the knees, now suck in the belly in. If you know the concept of Mula Bandha, this is the way we now apply. So engage in the lower belly and now lengthening the crown of your head. You create like a hollow sensation into your abdominal muscle. The spine is long. The knees are still bent. And exhale, fourfold. This time, see if you can find your elbows behind of the knees and just moving tiny bit one side to another. So this is how we create the connection with the body, but listening and notice how you feel into the back legs, into all the way down into your heels. Beautiful, guys. Now releasing the hands down. Again, let's take a place the hands on the shin. Now start to gently extend the legs. Just don't extend the legs too much if you're feeling already some pressure into the back. So still little tiny baby bending the legs. Lengthening the crown of your head and stay here for a nice long inhale. Creating that sensation of into the belly by sucking the belly in. Lengthening the spine, push the shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, fourfold. Now from here, give a little bit more space between your legs. Let's say we're just creating a tiny bit more space. Bend one leg, bend another. And start from here to swing your palm one side to another. It's like, get loose here. I'm just losing the hips, the joints. I'm moving toes up. Again, it's not a particular movement here. You need to feel when you're moving here, this body. And when you're ready from here, see if you can leave a little bit bum back, down. And I just carry on here, moving to one side to another. So we'll make our way to our Hanumanasana pose. It's an iconic pose. So straight away, get into the practice. See if you can come back here. If the heels are up, don't worry. Some people might place the bum on the pillow, or if you have such things like a block, you might place the bum on the block. Again, depending how you feel. If you don't need the block, don't need the block. Place the heel down. Place your hands onto the chest. into the prayer position, and gently start to push the elbows and lifting the crown of your head. So when we're talking about flexibility into the body and mobility, sometimes we approach poses by letting go, and sometimes we approach poses by engaging and staying connection, especially into abdominal muscles sometimes. So it's a different type of practice. It's interesting how we feel. Different is not quite our vinyasa flow are used to practice. Now take a moment, release the hands down. This is maybe stay here. If you want to get a little bit more into this pose, see if you can place the right knee into the middle of the mat, like this. And moving back. This is when we stay with the Mula Bandha engaged to facilitate this movement. This will create heat into your body. Left knee into the mat. And down. The hands stay into the mat to support again. Just shoving here, one knee down and back. Can you feel into your hips when you do this? Sometimes I associate this kind of flexibility and mobility into organic movement. It's like like an animal. Sometimes you can see, the freedom into the movement. Sometimes we lose this by sitting on the chairs or, just getting stiff, just moving one knee to another down. And it just, if you can, coming one more time here into this Hanumanasana pose. We'll do a few more times like we did before with the hands down. But if you want to notice how you feel into stability in your body, you might interlock your fingers. Now squeezing the fingers and just bringing one knee down and up. Left knee down, ooh, and up. Just feeling into your legs. Right knee and down. One more time, left. Feeling the heat into your body. Release the hands, move the bum up, and just start to stretch the legs. Finding here your elbows, leaving here a nice gravity to take over. Just moving, just to feel already some sensation of heat. So the way we actually engage and stretch the muscles will give us this relation. But I'd like you to stay with your breathing. Please do not hold your breath. Beautiful, guys. Now release the hands down. Walk your hands back into the sole of the feet, hips apart. Bend the knees a little bit more. Leave the head to be the last one. Extend the hands all over the head, all the way up, stretching your back. And release the hands down into the mat. Looking on your legs, let's step back this time, the left leg. Place the back knee down. Releasing again, notice how you feel into the back knee. If the back knee is in pain, you place something underneath. Now we control here. Lifting first the body up and just extend the hands into the Hanumanasana. From here we progress. Just taking here and moving tiny bit the body forward and moving back. And again moving body forward and up. Let's do one more time, moving the hip forward. Release the hands, framing the front leg. And then from here we start to extend the front leg. Extend the front leg, but just be very careful if you have you're too flexible. We don't want to just flopping this leg up. You get a little bit of engagement, you control your muscle, but in the same time, you're lengthening up. Stay here. If the hands doesn't touch the mat, again, you might you improvise. You might place the hands on your block, or maybe two pillows, or maybe don't go that deep. So I said to you at the beginning of the class, we hold a little bit longer this poses, so just be used to this idea. And I bet after the class you'll feel more open. Now moving forward, bending the front leg, coming forward. Stay down this time and then feel your chest actually touching quite well the front leg on the right side. We're opening out the hamstrings and the psoas muscles into the left leg. Breathing in, breathing out, start to re-extend the front leg. Stay with the legs, extend this time. Walk your hands a little bit close, flexing the sole of your feet if it's available. And if you wish here, see if you can roll here the edge on the right leg to the right corner of your mat. And moving up. So just try to moving all leg here, not just from the knee. You can't actually moving on the knee. Something wrong if you're moving on the knee. You're just feeling all the legs going to the right side and up. This time stay on the right. Stay on the right, lengthening up, walk your hands to the left corner of your mat. If it's quite intense, remember, you holding, you supporting, you not let it go. You engage the quadriceps muscle to support this leg. Coming to the center, lift the toes up, moving to the other side, moving to the left and up. On the left and up a few times. This is really get you into, not just into the muscle, also you wake up your fascia, actually support your muscle. Now, see if you move your toes to the left corner, leave the sole of the feet into the mat, lengthening up, stay here, otherwise make it harder if you wish. Walk your hands to the right corner, to the right mat, you're pushing in your hands, lengthening up. Breathing in and breathing up, coming to the center. Let's release this leg by bending forward, lifting the chest up and extend the hands all the way up. This will be the last time I release the hands down. And now re-extend the front leg, flexing the sole of the feet if it's available. If doesn't, it's not available, don't worry. But again, don't opening too much, don't actually overextend. Engaging here, feeling your muscle on your legs. And you do so by connecting on the big toes. The big toes is activate. Lengthening up, create that sensation of hollowing into your abdominal muscle and releasing here. Maybe you will be able to leave your head down. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do one more time. Long inhale through the nose and release the air out through the mouth. Walk your hands to the middle of your mat and now stay looking up and see if it's available. If not available, stay up. If it's available, start to lift your bum back down. Walk your hands lifting up, pointing the toes and moving the hands all the way forward. Now moving forward, take your hands, lifting the back knee up and bring the back leg all the way forward. Just leaving the head down, just take a moment here. Just bending one leg this time. Start to now bend one leg, bend another, get the movement into your legs. Just now release the hands down. Also, it's available here, this practice. If you have not very cold room, so you need to feel comfortable. You don't need to feel cold in the room. So when you're ready, we step back to the other leg. So step back the left leg this time, placing the knee down. And just relaxing the toes. This is again time to place something underneath of the knees if you want. Checking with the front knee, lifting up and extend the hands into Hanumanasana. Breathing in. Breathing out, releasing here the hands down, moving forward to see. And I'm starting to extend. So remember, left leg is forward this time and the right leg down. So remember to do the other leg and I'm moving forward. And again, moving back, all the way back. Now stay down here, this time finding your fingers a bit closer, lengthening with the crown of your head, feeling the stomach like a sucking the belly in, lengthening with your spine and just leaving here the head down. If you feel you get too much out from the knee, just again, remember engaging the kneecap to protect your knee, engaging your leg and now flexing the sole of your feet. Now from here, I'm just moving here, the outside, the sole of the feet to the left side, and up. There's a few more times like this, feeling all your legs moving here. So this is a very interesting practice because you stay in connection and listening your body, everything what happened here is so important. Now lifting the toes to go to the left side, lengthening up, you stay here if you want a little bit more without just dumping the knee down, pushing into the sole of the feet, engaging the big toes. And now walk your hands to the right corner. Yeah, just nice, guys. Breathing in, breathing out, coming to the center, framing the front leg. Move the toes and moving to the right side and up. Again, some legs might give you a little bit more, some not, so don't worry. Do all your best. The practice of flexibility and mobility take a long time. This is something, strength coming very easy in your body, but very easy will go. But flexibility requires loads of practice and patience. But when it stays, stay in your body. So lift the toes to the right side And if you are lifting up, walk your hands to the left corner and just opening up to facilitate this twist. You're feeling your back involved, you're feeling your hip to the right side. Fantastic, guys. Walk the hands back to the center. Now let's release this leg by bending, breathing in, extend the hands all the way up. This time we stay in. So re-extend the front leg. And now from here, lengthening the crown of the head and diving forward, maybe flexing the sole of the feet if you wish, releasing here, head down. Again, if you can't find the mat, don't worry. Place the hand somewhere up, or do your best. Maybe some flag, maybe make a fist. But when you're really lengthening up and stay where you are, otherwise, see if you can move your bum a little bit back to the right heel, pointing the left toes, lifting your body up. Well done. Let's moving all the way forward. Bending into the front, lifting the back knee up. Bring the back leg all the way forward. So this look like the fourfold. It's our reset pose. Finding your elbows and just moving. You should feel already into your legs here. Breathing in and breathing out. Place your hands on your shins, lengthening the crown of your head, and exhale, fourfold. Let's take in one more nice stretch here into the legs. We send back again. We send back the left leg, lift the right leg forward, releasing the toes. Again, coming back into this Hanumanasana by extending the hands into the sky. And this is quite challenge pose. It's really deep into the hips. Place the hands on the front knee. And I like from you from here to dropping forward. And this time I ask you to not stay with the core engaged. Just flopping the belly forward. Lifting the chest, drop the shoulders. And just stay here, breathing in. And breathing out. Just breathing in. And remember, breathing is so important because you control your nervous system. You send that oxygen into the muscle. Now, lifting up. And you release the hands behind, finding your fingers. Let's get a nice stretch into the shoulders by pushing up. So we start now to balance. Now bring a little bit of upper body. Again, very important, the back knee. If the back knee allowed you, you can do it. If the back knee won't allow you, don't do it. I can lead you a little bit deeper practice. You're leading again, pelvis forward, bend the back leg, and you might find the toes pushing up, opening the chest. I like to observe in my back knee. I'm not on the top of the knee, I'm a little bit forward on my knee out forward. This will protect my knee. Now releasing the back leg, place both hands on the left side and we'll welcome our lizard pose. So both hands on the left side. And I'm just from here to moving to one side to another. Walk your leg, right leg outside of your mat. Now, lifting the right leg into the side of your right sole of your feet. Toes engage, opening up to support your ankle. Now, taking the right hand up in the sky. Opening the chest. And again, from here, see if you can diving a little bit forward, opening the psoas muscle on the left side. Oh, well done. Breathing in, release the hands down into the mat. And now, lifting up, bring the right knee back. And we're moving into first down dog. So pushing in your hands, sucking the toes, and lift the bum up. Just bending one leg, bending another. Get any losing sensation. You might start already to get into your legs and you're feeling some kind of action happen there. Some kind of space you might create. Looking between your hands, lifting the heels up, sucking the belly in, and tiptoes the legs all the way forward. And just bend the knees. Whew. And just take a moment here. Now, checking with your full fold. See from this point here if you start to extend the legs. But if you extend the legs, the bum doesn't go back. It's going up. So I'm moving a little bit forward. And just in case it's available already for you, you start to extend both legs, lifting up. Again, if you have a little bit more hypermobility, you don't move in too much back. You stay and imagine your heel, your knee, your hips into alignment. Wonderful, lengthening up. And exhale, fourfold. Someone said before the class, asked me if I have this mobility and flexibility when I start yoga. And I didn't have this. I couldn't even touch my toes. It took me quite a lot of practice, must admit, and dedication. And actually, when you start to feel flexible in your body, you feel freedom. You feel you want to move. And some people said they feel younger. So lifting the body all the way up. Exhale here. Now switching legs. So stand back, this time the right leg. Placing one more time the right knee down. Relaxing the toes. Let's bring him back into Hanumanasana. Do the same to the other leg. So when you're ready, place your hands on the front knee. And now diving forward. Now we don't engage the belly. We just let it go. It's weird, but relaxing the shoulders in the same time. So we want to maintain the spine long. We're looking forward. We start to feel this connection, like a really dragging the connection from the knee all the way into this hip. It's so as muscles start to feel, relaxing the shoulders. Take a moment here. If you're ready, start to pushing in your legs. Now we start to engage the core. Now we start to stabilize it. Now we draw this quadricep muscle. Releasing the hands, finding the fingers opening up. Please remain here. If it's okay for you, this is where you feel any problem with your knee. Again, stay where you are. If you feel a little bit more open and you can get a little bit farther, now again moving back where you come from. And now see if you can bend in the back leg. You might find the toes and opening your chest. This pose is getting, you might fall. That's okay. If I move my head, I can fall. You open your chest, you get it into psoas muscle. Releasing here, the hands down into the mat. And now moving into other side of the lizard pose. Hands going to the right side. Tucking here the toes, just releasing the toes. Again, this is very important to protect the back knee with an extra towel, pillow, whatever feels good. Walk the left leg outside of your mat, coming on the edge on the left leg. Move the left knee to the back, pushing in the right hand and extend the left hand. Opening the chest, breathing in. And breathing out, release the hands down. Beautiful. Coming back and now take a moment, lifting up into your down dog, bending one leg, bending another. Just moving the head, maybe saying yes, maybe saying no. We are ready to check the hips. Let's check in the hips. Let's ask the hips it's all right. So let's bring the body into down dog. Think about that alignment, pushing in your hands. Toes bringing together. Take the right leg up, bend his leg and stacking the hip to the side. Now pushing in your hands and let's take in the biggest circles you've ever done in this hip. Nice deep hip. This is when I ask you to stay with the core engaged this time and moving this hip to the other side. Nice deep hip opening here. Well done, taking the right leg down and I'm switching straight away to the left. So bend the left, opening up, smile this hip away. Breathing nice long, send this oxygen in that hip and taking a good nice circle, opening this hip. It is, when I'm talking about our big pose, so many muscles. When I think about hips and splits and or think, it's just the hamstrings, loads of other muscles. Moving back, getting a nice rotation in this hip. You might start to create that kind of hit. Well done, releasing the legs down, placing the knee down into the mat, placing the knees a little bit wider than the mat. Then come back into the frog pose, the sole of the feet inwards. And now from this point here, I have a wooden floor for my legs going way out. I releasing here the head down and just take a moment. Become a frog and just leave the head maybe to the side. Close your eyes if you want. And breathing in. Just let it go. Breathing in. And just breathing out. Well done. When you come up, you bring the hands a little bit closer, pushing in your hands, gentle bringing the knees back into alignment. And I'm moving straight away, this time into pigeon pose. But so, bringing the right knee to the right wrist, and the right heel is going to the left side. And I always offer you variation for everybody in my class. So If you have injuries or something, you're moving the body all the way to the right side, bend the back leg, and can be this is your pigeon. If you have done this before, pushing in your hands, lifting up, and settle here into first pigeon pose. So the heels, it's important to getting again very close to your psoas muscle to the left side. And now squaring the hips. So imagine pushing the right hip back, lifting up, and when you're ready, diving the body forward. You might make a fist. You might leave the head down. Observe, feel. This is, I always like to say, and this pose is that internal dialogue into your body. You know, some parts say, oh, you know, it's hard, or I might find, you know, some tension. Just be very careful how listening the body. If you again feeling that crunching sensation or sharps or uncomfortable pain into the joints, or maybe cramps, you know, can happen. Get out, reset, or just stop. If you don't feel it, just releasing even deeper. So draw now the belly even deeper into your ankle and feeling the heel and releasing even deeper in this pose. This is in yoga, this pose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Recommend to take this pose anytime, you know, if you feel tension, if you feel tired. This is fantastic pose for release your tension. And recommend you to take in 3 minutes. This is when you started to feel the benefits of this. Now looking for placing the hands into the mat, lifting the chest up, relaxing the shoulders, creating a little baby back bend, looking forward. And move your body all the way to the right side and just observing how I'm moving here, bending a little bit more the right leg, bending the left leg. And just from here, just getting again, checking the hip. See if you can bring the left leg all the way forward. Just a rotation here into the left leg all the way forward and bringing all the way back. The hands can stay in the mat if you want. I'm just looking for the hip, moving the left leg forward and all the way back. Again, all the way forward, pushing here in the front in the imaginary wall, moving back, pushing into the wall behind. Again, moving forward, pushing in your wall in front. Last time, pushing back, opening up. Opening up, coming back, reset. Extend the hands all the way up, stretching, looking up. Get a nice body here. And just take a moment and moving the knees to the side. And then coming straight away to the other side. So again, moving to pigeon pose to the other side. If you have injury in the knees or maybe any restriction, you stay here. If you have the pose and you've done it before, you shuffle the body just coming into straight away in this pigeon pose. I like to pay attention on the back leg if you have a full expression of the pose. So the top of the leg into the mat. When you settle in and all nice and stable, you release the head down. Again, you might taking the head on the pillow, maybe on the block. Just come in here, the mind, for a few more breaths. We love pigeon. Pigeon is fantastic preparation for splits. This is what we have, and I promise to you, I will bring you into the split. So, close your eyes and just let it go. And it's nice in pigeon pose and sometimes into the practice to bring stillness in the mind. So if you feel your mind start to judge or maybe think about in different directions, just stay for a second here with me. Breathing in, and when you're breathing out, lifting your chest up, place your hands next to your knee and lifting up, creating a little baby back bend, opening up. Now move with intention your butt bump to the left side. And now from here again, I'm moving here, bend both knees. And again, I'm aiming to bring the right leg all the way forward. So lifting the right knee up, moving, feeling the rotation, pushing into imaginary wall and coming back, pushing back. Again, breathing in, looking forward and back. Just feeling kisses a little bit into a TFL here. Sometimes I feel here into the hip. Just notice how you feel pushing up. Let's do one more time, all the way back. This will be the last one, pushing back. Now coming back, bring both legs, sole of the feet back to back. Place your hands on your ankles and just start to create this butterfly. It's actually a plan of my PNF technique. We get a little bit more into the hip. Those are hamstrings. Now we're going to adduct muscles inside of the legs. Opening the chest. We'll come back later on this pose. Just releasing a little bit of tension. Now let's make the way back into tabletop and moving back into your down dog. Pushing up, lifting up, bending one leg, bending another. Notice how you feel, taking any movement, maybe moving your head, breathing in and breathing out, stepping the right leg forward, placing the back knee down. This will be the last one, but this is quite nice. This is one of my favorite stretch from inside legs. Now, back knee toes, the left toes, moving to the right side. I'm actually facing back to you. Now, moving your chest up, lifting your hands here. Taking your hands on your hips, and I'm just diving forward and back. And I'm moving forward and back. Again, you need to breathing when you do this, and back. And just, you might think, wait a minute, the front knee tries go too much forward. Don't worry about this. The waiting on the back, moving forward and back. Now looking, release the hands down and just placing the back knee into alignment and just lengthening the crown of your head. Just take a moment here down. Breathing in. Breathing out, pushing up. You can move in straight away into down or lifting the back leg and step back into your down. Again, let's bend one leg, let's bend another. If you're not so sure about this moving in this pose, don't worry, take time looking, placing it down. Take a moment, drop the chest, looking up, and curve the spine. And again, drop the chest, looking up, curving the spine. Let's bring him back into down dog, lifting up. Lifting you, stepping the left leg forward between your hands, placing the right knee down. Opening the chest, take a moment to arrive here. Now moving the right toes to the left corner, flexing to the side. And now lifting your chest up, coming here. Place your hands on your hips, stabilizing. Moving forward and back. Moving forward and back. And just moving forward. Ooh, just feeling here is nice into the hips. And moving back. And just well done. Coming to the center, releasing the hands down. And tucking the back toes and moving straight away into your down dog. Bending one leg, bending another, moving the head. Well done, guys. Now, bring the toes to touching each other. Right leg up, bend this leg stuck in the hip. All the way, opening this hip. Bring the knee to your chest. Step the right leg between your hands. Extend the back leg. And extend the front leg. Now, this is a pyramid pose. So, opening up, lengthening up, and just feeling his front leg. Feeling even deeper the hamstrings on the back. Let's take a moment, don't rush. Breathing in. And breathing out. Bending the front leg, placing the left knee down. And start to walk the right leg a little bit forward. A little bit forward. Now from here, I'd like you to make a fist and just placing the fist into the mat. So the hands are so solid here. It's very important here to not let it go. It's very important here to control this next movement. Now releasing the back toes if it's okay, and start to extend the front leg. And bending like we did on the beginning of the class, but this time I'm just moving my front leg a little bit forward. So I always say to you, the front knee on top of the ankles. This time I'm not saying that. And then moving back. And then moving forward. And again, opening the chest, maybe placing your fist a little before, looking up. Stay here with me. For 1, for 2, for 3. If it's too hard for you, stop here. Please don't go anywhere else. If you think about you have a little bit more space, maybe tiny bit shuffle the front leg forward. Start to extend the front leg and bending. This is your split, guys. So this is where you're supposed to be. This is where you start to build your confidence in the split. Just in case some of you been practicing this for a long time, moving up and start to extend the front leg and still observing how I'm pushing in my hands. Now I'm engaging my core. And now I'm releasing if I can. Here I'm going to shuffle here this split. Maybe flexing the sole of the feet on the, this is the hard variation, and opening up. If you feel this is okay for you, you soften in placing your hands, lifting up. Breathing in. I'm not letting go here. My front leg is tight. My hamstrings is tight. Lifting up. And again, when you're ready, start to move in here, bending the belly, and just come back here and just taking any variation of the child pose. Leave the head down, releasing the head. Close your eyes. Just let it go. Again, you need to celebrate your present moment. So if you don't get into the full expression of this split, that's absolutely fine. This is where it's supposed to be today. Remember, it's a practice, and all is coming. Now, let's come and go all the way back into the tabletop, pushing in your hands and lifting the bum up and just coming back into a nice tablet. Just bending one leg, bending another, hip bones up, opening up. This time from here again, lift the left knee up, opening up. Now, lifting the hip away, looking between your hands and bringing here the left leg all the way between your hands. Now, when you reach in here, we extend both legs. We create a little pyramid pose. Again, just be careful on the front leg. Maybe it's not very much open. Maybe it's a little bit bent. That's okay. Maybe you have over flexibility and just go a little bit deeper. Just be careful to find the connection into the upper leg with the lower leg, into the core, into the body. Looking forward, breathing in. And breathing out. And now when you're ready, bending here, placing the right knee down. And now again, I'm just start to shuffle the toes a little bit forward. And I'm just moving forward. Opening up. And again, I just start to moving the body, stretching the front leg and pivot tiny bit forward. And this is the time when you start to prepare your fist. So ready, this is your column, so ready, stable. This will give you safety and security in your practice. Never let it go, never push in this pose. Be very careful. Moving the toes forward, then take a moment. Again, moving and might start to extend. This is your pose. Please stay here, stretching the front leg, lifting up. This is your split. If you feel a bit more, start to lifting the toes up and start to pushing forward. And again, maybe it's here. Maybe go a little bit down and relaxing the toes and shuffle here. Get any variation. Go observing how I'm really supporting here. Anytime I want to come up, I'm pushing up. Otherwise, you're releasing. If you feel okay, you release the hands and opening the chest. You breathing in and breathing out. This time, just let it go, whatever you want. Coming all the way. Bring both legs forward when you're ready. I'm waiting for you. Come out of the pose. Well done. Collapsing on the back. That's okay. Bringing the knees into the chest and just moving here a little bit to one side to another. Give your knees a hug. Opening up. And just remember, they're quite easy exercise to practice every day. Remember, the room should be a little bit warmer. Don't practice in a cold room, this one. Now we're going to Upavishta Konasana. Just taking the legs to the side. And now flexing the sole of the feet and pushing the legs forward. Now, and again, another pose, iconic pose. We do not want to get very deep if we are not ready, right? So from this point here, lifting the chest, flexing the sole of the feet, breathing in, and exhale, moving forward. Breathing in, exhale, just stopping when you feel your spine start to curve. You don't need to push. You from this point, you not let it go. You're feeling your top of your legs engage. You're feeling by flexing the sole of your feet, you control your legs, you control your bandha, and releasing here. Whatever feels good, head down, maybe finding the toes, and exhale down. Glutes, I have a very awesome job here because it's supporting here your legs. The core is engaged, releasing, and take nice long inhale. And nice long exhale, placing your hands, lifting the body all the way up, bending the knees, coming forward, well done, moving the knees to one side to another. Suppose you feel very open. And again, doesn't matter if you're getting in the split, Hanumanasana pose in Sanskrit, or any other pose. This is your journey who is very important. Pointing the toes forward, extend the legs, bend the right leg, crossing over to the left. Let's close the body. Now, right knee on top of the left knee, lifting the chest. You stay here, otherwise bending the left leg if it's available. Now, leaving the hip bones back into the mat. Breathing, extend the hands all the way up. Bring the hands into prayer position, twisting to the right. Left elbows on top to the right knee. And just stay here. Breathing in nice and long through the nose. Just allow these hips to close. Well done, coming to the center. Re-extend the hands all the way up, reaching tall. And if you can, unwrap your legs from this position, otherwise place the hands down. Unwrap the legs and maybe moving straight away to the other side. Left leg on top to the right. You might leaving the right leg forward if you're not able to bending for any reasons. Now hip bones into the mat. Lifting the chest, extend the hands into the sky. Bring the hands, prayer position, twisting to the left side. Right elbows is pushing and opening the chest. And just get nice breathing in. And breathing out. Remember, the splits can be also approached for vinyasa flow if the sequence it's allowed you to open the hips, or maybe for very long in poses, or it's nice to, it's not just one way to create the flexibility and create the split. The split is very beautiful pose and a very elegant pose. So it's nice to discover and enjoy it. Coming all the way to the center. Unwrap the legs this time. Releasing, bend the knees, and let's bring the bridge pose to create and relax the hips. Hip bones closer to the back. Releasing the hands next to your knees or maybe next to your ankles. Pushing in your sole of your feet, lift the bum up, pelvis up, shuffle the shoulders, knees in alignment, finding your fingers and pushing in your mat. Opening up, try to avoid twisting your head. You're looking up and feeling the nice space you're creating with the top, hips. Breathing nice and long here. Nice long exhale. Release the palm back down, hands next to the body. And just taking now the knees to one side to another. Just a little wipers on the skin of your car, releasing, maybe moving the head, let it go. Let's doing one more this bridge. If you have in your practice wheel, yes, it can be also achievable the wheel. I'm not going too much in wheel because I did not open too much the shoulder. So I'm happy to come back into the bridge, pushing in the heels, lift the pelvis up, opening up, and again finding your fingers. And now start to think about your knees and your ankles might be in alignment, and sending the hip bones up. Get a nice stretch into the psoas muscle. Breathing into the nose. Release the hands next to your body, moving here the bum back down. Leave your knees to drop to the right side. Release the hands. Again, take a moment here. If you search for more, maybe placing the right ankles on top to the left and just opening up. So now to slow down, we go to the end. So remember, if you are able to do or not do the split, doesn't matter. It's a journey. In one day it might happen, might not. It's alright. Release the legs and move into the other side. Again, the left leg is for the knees that are not stuck in each other. If you prefer to stack the knees, that's okay. If you want to go deeper, placing the left ankles on top to the right knee, and again releasing and feeling nice hip open, nice stretching into the hip. So hopefully after this class you'll feel more open, more relaxed. And when you open the hips, we open the creativity. So you might have, you want to make some drawing or maybe painting or maybe you want to create something. It's quite nice. Releasing here, coming to the center, hugging the knees one more time into the chest. And just moving to one side to another, massaging your back. If you want more, you lift your head, lift your shoulders, give your knees a nice hug, and just moving here into one side to another, massaging your back. And here we are. We're moving to Shavasana. Extension the legs, extension the right leg, extension the left leg. Releasing the head down, and for this practice, I like to take Shavasana with both hands on the top of the hip. Just leaving your fingers on your hips, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your toes, and close your eyes. And I'm inviting you here to drop your attention inwards into your body. And each time you inhale through the nose, imagine you send all this oxygen in all those hips, and from hips is spreading into your legs. And we'll carry on for the next inhale through the nose. From the hips, you send this oxygen all into your belly, into your chest, into your arms, and the top of your head. As you might feel under your hands, under your palms, the energy you create with this practice. The hips, they're important for the women in special. They're our center of our stability. Nice long inhale through the nose and release the air out through the nose. Just bring in your mind positive thoughts and might create the sensation of gratefulness and thankfulness for your body, for the practice we just done here. Celebrate this present moment, and you can stay here as long as you want. If you're ready to move from this pose, you start to bend the knees and allow the knees to drop to the right side. I'll bring both hands underneath of the head, just releasing here, the head. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel, notice what you experience and what you learn for today's class. Beautiful. Place the left hand into your mat. Leave the head to be the last one. Eyes remain closed if you can, otherwise you start gentle to blink the eyes and coming in any variation you want. I choose my Sukhasana pose, my legs crossing. When you reach this pose, looking down into the mat, softening your gaze down. Bring your hands into the prayer position. A stoic all together, long inhale through the nose. Release the air out through the mouth. And again, one more time. Inhale through the nose. Release the air out through the mouth. If the eyes are closed, you might start to open the eyes, blinking the eyes. Notice how you feel. Notice this energy you create for this practice of the journey into the splits. And I'd like to thank you so much you joined me for the practice today. I hope you stay inspired to practice yoga every day, and I shall see you next time. Namaste. Hello. Did you like it? Let's put in you guys, because I think I put some on. Yes, Motor. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Say Victoria. Hello. I miss you. How are you? Hi, Clem. How are you?
It's so great to be in Liverpool and still do this.
You see. I have someone yesterday from, from Switzerland. So you imagine.
Wow.
Yes.